good or not. I pretty much put a sentence in for each thing out of the live letter. Just we can hit those points. Some of it's quality of life stuff. Some of it's perfect quality of life stuff. Like the Beast Tribe currency and scripts will be moved to the currency tab.
Yeah, I saw it. I just read through it really quick.
Yeah, it's.
There are some really, really good changes in here.
Mm-hmm. They did. I mean, they didn't really talk a whole lot about Iblis. I mean, we saw the art, we saw the artwork for it, but
that's fine.
So.
Let it be a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, we know the artwork for 4.1 is Ramza, so it is tactics and War of the Lions. So, I mean, I'm down because fuck tactics. And then, of course, the new extreme content is fucking the unending coil bomb.
Basically, if you want to get nailed with Bahamut and what's their face.
There's no weekly limit on this challenge, so you can try as much. Listen, we can just go in there consistently. Just you know.
We could not do. We couldn't take down Nail.
It doesn't matter. We just go in there and take him down. Listen, it's at the same level as Delta Force Escape. I'm pretty sure that's fine. I mean, we haven't been in there, but I'm sure.
Wait, is it synced down to 50 or is it 70?
It's 70.
Oh, and that's less exciting.
Save it for the show.
I gotta save all of this for the show.
It's true. Well, oh shit, we're alive. You're alive. Yeah, well, we are. We're alive. That's something.
Are we at the point where I need to resub?
Maybe?
Nope, not yet.
We need a bunch of people to resub. We're not making money. Although,
I mean, we were never making money.
Yeah, well, it's true. All that money was going towards something. You know, artworks. Speaking of seeing nothing, I sent a message to Emmy, but she's still red. So I'm like, I'm sure she's busy. Don't know what she's doing, but I'm sure she's busy. Or she hates me.
That's possible.
It is. A lot of people don't get to know me, and they're just like, this guy's an asshole. Then they get to know me, and you're like, you're a sweet boy. I'm ready for a night. I can't wait. Like, man, it's been a week. I'm kind of pumped to do this. I hope more people show up, or else it's gonna be a real boring show. I have so many cool things. Listen, your intro is fucking choice. You may hate me for it, but it is choice. Prime comedic action going on. Although we may have bamboozled Chili. I don't know. I haven't seen Chili tweet at all today. I'm almost concerned. Usually Chili's in here poking around being like, what's up? Let's see, which intro do I use? The cool new one or the old cool? We have a lot to do. Maybe the old one because it's a little bit quicker. Ooh, 3 months. Holy shit. Oh, thanks, Chili. Chili with a 3 month sub. Pew, 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 pew. He deserves something. I don't have to give him, though.
Blood for the blood god.
Yeah, well. Something I have. I don't know. I got maybe too deep. It's too many deep. Thanks, Chili. We appreciate it. We appreciate your patronage. Only 6 minutes. While we're not yet recorded, I'm breaking kayfabe. Good to have you guys back. Joke's on you. I've been recording before we started. Safest Sephiroth. Thank you for that. No, seriously though, I appreciate it, man. I know it's been a week. It's rough for us too. Like we don't like taking a week off from doing stuff. Shit. We don't honestly we don't like and we'll talk about that on the show. Don't worry. We'll dive into all that nonsense. But know that when we take off for a week, it's for a good cause. It's rather family or it's personal stuff, and it much as it bums, like even we even thought about trying to fit a show in last week, and it just was not in the cards for us. It bummed us out. So surprisingly enough, Shin and I enjoy doing the show. It does give us a chance to hang out with all you folks and gets us to flex our art muscles. I don't. Do you call this art? What do you call it? Oh man, I don't know what Shin's doing, but he's deep in the business right now.
I'm just waiting for whenever we start. I'm starting to put together a timeline for my trip.
Talk about that too. When do you leave again? It's close.
Next Wednesday. I got 2 shows left.
Holy shit.
I know, right?
When we should probably discuss like what date we want to do secret show. Well, it's not a secret anymore, but when we want to do that.
If we're looking for a weekend, it'd be this weekend. Otherwise, after my trip, probably.
We'll see if we can. I don't know. Well, we'll talk about it. I guess we can always figure out if we can pull it together in this week. I mean, my skills are strong. my ability to make jokes on the fly are pretty strong. Art muscles for the win. It's true. So strong. Much strong. Three minutes. Right, tweet it on my personal account. Something pre-show. Helps if I link to a fucking guy. Yeah, just beat it. Get it for free. Beat the game. Did you see the new jackets, the leather jackets the Korean players got? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking kind of want one. Like, if it's dyeable, I kind of want one. Little jealous that I don't have that on the American store. Dude, it's so good. Dude, I'm gonna fucking get a bunch of those jackets. Listen, Shin, everybody gets those jackets in the FC, and we start a Yakuza clan. We have matching jackets, and we fucking just have a dope Yakuza clan. All right, and then on top of it, also with those jackets, maybe we do a rendition of fucking Grease.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. Hey, it's 8 o'clock. Shake off those cobwebs, I guess.
Mean we're starting soon?
Something like that. Probably should start now, actually. Yeah. All right, let's get this shindig on the road. Today is Tuesday, September 5th, 2017. This is episode 51 of Maelstrom Radio.
Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Flatus and Shinder.
And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Flatus. With me, this host likes to shower like Yida before the full release. I'm so sorry. So when I say shower like, I don't mean you actually bathe like her. I meant you shower love her. Like, if you know what I mean. Before the full release. Catch what I'm saying? No? You don't like that, do you? No, you don't like that?
I was kind of half paying attention and I realized the show was starting.
Oh, okay. I can do that again. This host he shower likes.
I heard it.
All right. No? Not good?
No.
No? All right, well, I guess shower masturbation jokes are off the table, I guess. I mean, it's okay.
In general, probably a good thing.
Really? Like, never have a shower masturbation joke, ever?
Probably not as, like, an opener.
Mm.
You'd want to build up to it a bit.
Uh-huh. Before release. I get it. I get it. Even like the play on words of that, like Yida to the full release. No, nothing. Fine. Fucking welcome to episode 51, I guess. Hi guys. Hi and people. Yeah. Oh no. Oh god, he meant he meant lady cum. That's not good.
This is why you don't start with this.
I'm
You have
so
to at least have a few minutes where chat can't go wrong.
It's true. I did feed
I mean,
them
you
that.
even have Yoshida kind of creepily looking behind our logo today.
It's so great. Hold on a second, look. Oh,
Looking forward to it.
he's looking forward to it. It's fine. So, welcome everybody. It's been a week, and I apologize for us not being here last week. Shin and I were doing personal things. Just stuff we can't really talk. It's personal stuff, so we can't really talk about it. But so you know, two things. One, we deeply appreciate the support and kind words and everybody that reached out to us to check if we're okay and everything, and the people we talked to in DMs, and like, you know what's going on, and it was nothing terribly bad, nothing bad personally. It's thank you, but we're good, we're okay. We needed a week. It was for good things. Like, everything that happened last week was possibly for big stuff and
for the greater good.
Yes, our futures of myself and Shin, like, just not necessarily show related, just more on a personal life side related. But if you want to send me good vibes and Shin good vibes, we'll take that, because I can use all the good vibes that somebody can send out, please. So as for oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff happened also this week. Let's see. 4.1 is we'll talk about that, but it is coming in October. Our FC is kind of in the same boat I think a lot of FCs are, unless you're on one of the bigger servers. There are a lot of people are checked out. I am assuming, and I would guess that more people would come back for 4.1 and the FC, and we'll run Ivalice when we talk about it in a little bit. So we'll get to that. But if you're looking and you want to join somebody, we're around. Our name's Garuda Gang. We're on Famfrit. You know, if you want to hang out with the boys.
May or may not be getting grease jackets.
It's true. We're gonna start a Yakuza gang, so be prepared. Also, you might want to learn how to dance. Just let's see. Shin had Nando's this week and didn't tell me until I saw it on Twitter.
No, I did. I tweeted out tweeted to Chili specifically because he was the one that was excited for it. I think I have to go back though, because the service was pretty terrible, but the food was good.
I'm just saying, like, I didn't get a Facebook message saying, "Hey, I'm at fucking Nando's right now," because I would have been like, "Oh my god."
So my phone was at about 3% battery when I was sending those, so I was trying not to let it die. It did end up dying later that night, just after the last time I had to use it.
Okay.
I had just enough battery. Otherwise, I would have been texting people.
Fair enough. Listen, it's okay. Listen, it's fine. Also, during the week, Shin and I also took a little break from all our personal stuff, and we met up for one night of Destiny 2. I think the last night of it. And we
killed a lot of stuff.
We did.
Very, very therapeutic.
It was. We did fucking well needed. I needed to run and gun. We did the strike in that game, and we two-manned it mostly down to the last 10% until somebody showed up and was like, "I'm here to help."
Pretty much, yeah.
So
we good.
Yeah, we good. But hey, listen. If you wanna, maybe we'll start a Destiny 2 clan, and if you want to join that, is that something you're interested in? Let us know. Maybe that's a thing.
On that note, we're talking about on PC because we both prefer it on PC, apparently.
So good. It's so good.
I'm glad that it's still another 2 months out, because I'm going to be gone for most of this month. So I'll basically just have a month to actually wait for it.
Yeah. Well, you'll be
in the meantime, I actually went out and I did pre-order Destiny 2 for PC, but I did go back and buy all of the DLC and expansions for Destiny 1. So I'll be playing through that in October as well. Because I've never actually played anything but the base game.
On PS4?
On PS4, yes.
All right, hit me up, I guess.
I have to go through all that story.
Yeah, same. All right, well, that's enough of that nonsense. Let's get into Final Fantasy stuff. So there's been new optional items added to the store, and if you were watching the 14-hour anniversary stream, which was pretty fantastic, I tweeted a bunch of pictures, and I was live tweeting it. And if you saw Soken, he was dressed as a Catboy. It was pretty great.
That was the Chloe cosplay, wasn't it?
It wasn't the Chloe cosplay.
It was amazing.
It was pretty fantastic. But they added the black bosom attire, so the hat, dress, and boots. Also, they added the black bosom Reaper weapon. Oh, I want this for my Dark Knight so bad.
I want both of those for your Dark Knight.
Well, the dress? Yeah. Well, guys can't wear it.
Oh, that's disappointing.
It is a little
bit like the butler and the maid outfits, where they can eventually do it so that both races or both genders can play.
I agree. I'd rock it. Listen, I'd be the first. I'll run around.
Also rock the maid dress.
I'd lady beard the shit out of that dress. Let's just get that. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. No, I wouldn't Papa Roach it. It'd be more of a death metal, like Cradle of Filth sort of thing. Be going for that Cradle of Filth vibe, or power metal. Yeah, it's true. Chili, your Lala would wear anything. But that's pretty much it for the optional items. There was nothing really else. But that as soon as that
sale is still going on though for this month.
It is. Oh, by the way, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yokkai's back. We should talk about
Yokkai's back.
You said you had words.
I have words. We can do that later after the news.
Okay.
All right. The talking points.
Secret planning has commenced. It's not really secret, but planning for that episode. If you were here for our 50th episode, you heard the teaser trailer for the teaser prequel to Live from the Drowning Wench, and the people have met, the grouping together.
Just one heads up, if you have no idea what he's talking about, you should really go back and listen to episode 50. Definitely check that out.
It's up on YouTube. I'm still editing. That thing is a beast. It was 3 hours of content that I'm editing. It is not. It was, since we did live talks and stuff. It's not an easy thing to listen. It is a learning point for me, editing that kind of show. So give you heads up on that. So also to let you know, all your prizes will be given out on Friday, Saturday. In regards to the hurricane, I do live in Florida. I am on the East Coast. I am prepared mostly. They are giving me 3 hours off work tomorrow to come home and prep further. So just so you know, I will be as safe as possible here. I live fairly out west from the coast, but that hurricane is pretty big. But I have been here for 32 years of my life, and I've been through some of the worst hurricanes that Florida has seen. I don't want to say I'm a nonchalant Floridian. It's just I have accordion shutters. I'm fairly set up. It's still a worry and a concern, but I will do my best to keep you posted, and I will stay safe. And I have family that has generators, and I have friends in other parts of the state that if I need to escape and evacuate and stay someplace, I have places to go. The thing is, my area, my house is kind of on the same grid as a hospital, so my power tends to come back up fairly quickly. If that's the case, listen, I may get a couple days off work. You may see me just stream most of the day here, and if the power goes out, the power goes out. But, I'll keep you guys posted. So thank you, everybody saying stay safe. I will do trust me, I promise you, I do what I normally, I charge all my backup batteries for everything. I keep my phone charged. And I just game, and then when power goes out, I sleep and read. That's pretty much my MO. So, with that, so episode 50 happened, and we're here in episode 51, and I know a lot of you are probably like, where does Maelstrom Radio go from here? Is it going to be the same going forward? Maybe not necessarily. We've been I can't talk about it. All I can say is we've been contacted by somebody, and it could be something big. It could be nothing. We don't know yet. We have to make further talks with this person to see what they want exactly from us. Also, we want to know. Actually, I want to know, did you like the call-ins? Is that something you want us to do from time to time, where we talk to you guys about stuff and get your opinion on the show? And sometimes we know that we interact with chat, but if you feel like you want to call in and that's something you guys want to do, by all means, we'll open up the floor for you to have a voice on the show. We don't want to put up a barrier and say like all you hear is, you know, jokes and us, but if you have an opinion or if you want to come on the show and talk, and also if you guys want to make games for us to play on the show, like the one we did for you guys, we'll take that too. We want you to be more involved as much as we want us to be more involved with you. So it's like a relationship, except, you know, everything's consensual and nobody's touching anybody. No? It's not good.
I got nothing on that one.
All right. You like, see, Miss Vader like the Collins. So, like I said, if that is something you'd like to see more from us, we will be glad to do that. So,
because she hasn't talked to Safest Sephiroth in person.
True.
Getting those two in here is always a crazy time.
Listen, I won't listen. I can't say anything. Would end up with me calling every time. Listen, that's okay. Like we don't mind if you want. Like if that's something, honestly, if that is something you folks want to do and come and talk to us, by all means, we'll allow it. Will it be every show? Maybe not. But if there's shows where we're like, hey, there's not a lot of content, let's get the opinion of what's going on with the community. We'll absolutely open up the phone lines for that. Also, if our certain episode goes well, I don't know what to do with that yet. But if that happens and it happens to be received really well, I'll have to think about something, because if you guys want more of what that is, that may be a whole other beast that we may need to contend with, because I don't want to do one of it, and if you guys really like it, not to do more of it. So, but that would involve multiple people and us discussing it with other parties. So oh yes,
I have two more points quickly that I just remembered coming up quick. Again, we mentioned Extra Life on the last stream, and I'm not going to rehash it again today, but I did want to point out that there's currently a promotion going on with Twitch, I think, in Extra Life, that if you're donating bits and cheering for other people, if you use the hashtag charity when you use your bits as part of your message, I believe part of the donation goes towards Extra Life. So if you're participating in that and you're donating bits and stuff, check that out. Use the hashtag, help money go to a good cause. Also on that note, I believe for September, the first month of Twitch subscriptions are half price. So if you're looking to get a subscription for your favorite streamers, now might be a good month to do it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that we are your favorite streamers, but we greatly appreciate if you do sub to us, because that does help us out. We do have new art coming. I did talk to our artist. That is officially being worked on at this point. They had other commissions before ours, so this is all going to get a facelift. All of this. You may not see the Maelstrom you know now today may not be the Maelstrom you know tomorrow. So
right, Klaus is correcting me in chat. The Twitch promo starts tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, do it tomorrow. Come back here. Give us your money. And then give kids your money. And when we go for the Extra Life stuff, give us your money again so it goes to kids.
No, then you can just give the kids money directly.
Oh.
Through us.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Give us the money. So yeah, through us. Help kids. Help us help you help kids. Yeah? That seems right.
For the kids.
All right. Thoughts on the Rising event, quick. So it was fun.
I enjoyed it. I hope that they do some more content like that, particularly the old school, like 8-bit, not quite mud, but almost mud interface of up, down, left, right. Yeah. Exploring the area. I think they could have done a little bit more with that, but I think it was really interesting as a starting point.
I like that we got it
eaten by a grue.
Yeah. Can we? God, till it be eaten by a grue. So
my co-host, there's a vor joke in there.
There is a vor joke in there. That would mean Sephiroth. Safest Sephiroth is the grue. Safest Gruferot? No? Alright. They're not gonna be winners. It's fine. So with that, I do like that they. I'm not the Vor guy. He says he's not the Vor guy. Is that Brohamet? I don't think it's Brohamet. Somebody's the Vor guy. Listen, one of you's the Vor guy. Somebody's the Vor guy. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. We'll untangle the Vor web after the show. Anyway, yeah, no, it was fun. I'm glad that they gave us that as a toy for our chests, and we can go back and play that little thing. But I mean, it's funny after our episodes where we're like, hey, make things better, and they're like, hey, the Rising event, we'll do something different. And it was like,
Now, granted, by itself, it wasn't really that much. It was a hint at what they could do, or an indication that they are trying new things or can try new things. But in itself, it really wasn't that impressive, I don't think.
For what it was fun. But as an blew my mind. No, it wasn't anything that like blew my pants off. But I was like, if they would have done it on a larger scale, it would have been like, yeah. Like, listen, remember puzzle dungeons? What we talked about? Like, if that is a puzzle dungeon, just on that's a low key scale of what a puzzle dungeon could be. Just saying. Just saying.
Intro to puzzle dungeons.
That's what it is. It's a 2D-esque 3D interface mix of whatever. Anyway. Just make it happen. Yokai Watch is back.
It's back.
You had words.
I have words. Well,
do you want me to go? All right. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to rant first?
I don't actually have a huge rant on this. But you should go first.
All right. Boy, I don't know how to say this, but I'm not surprised that it's back, because it seems like they put a lot of work into those minions not to give it a second go around. But at the same time, it's the same exact event. Like the same, like splitting. They're like, we didn't add Red Mage, we didn't add Samurai, we didn't move we didn't add more fates to it and say, hey, we're adding fates to Heavensward, like so that if you're leveling Red Mage and Samurai, that you have a reason to go out to these fates in the 50 plus areas. It seems lacking. Like it's just like, here it is. Like, it was just something to be like filling in the gap, I guess. Here's this thing, which is kind of a bummer. Not that the Yokai Watch was necessarily great because it was fate grinding, but now it's just like, here's more fate grinding, and then if you didn't get the glowy sperm mount, now here's your chance to get the glowy sperm mount. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say, and I'll preface this with the fact that I'm kind of glad that it's coming back, because I didn't actually complete most of it, and I didn't even get my first mount, so depending on how long it's going on for, again, I didn't see the end date for this. I will probably try to at least get all the minions to get that first mount. That being said, with no changes, not having Red Mage, not having Samurai, not having anything real different from this is pure and simple content regurgitation. Like, they are just taking the exact same thing they did last year, spitting it back out, and hoping it'll tide people over. Kind of an odd time to do it, because they don't really need a whole lot of content prep. Like, we have 4.1 right on the horizon. We're getting a whole bunch of stuff. We just had the Rising event. We just had the Moonlit Fair event. So, like, there is a little bit of a lull right now, but I don't think Yokai is going to really fix that a whole lot. It'll probably bring back some people that missed it last time. There'll be a few people that will finish up stuff that they didn't get to do last time. But overall, like, I don't know if it was the greatest decision to bring it back right now, particularly. Maybe in the middle of the next content lull or another time would have been more appropriate, but right now it's just kind of weird. That being said, as well, of all of the content to regurgitate and all the content to reach trigger, why would you have to go into a fate grinding event? It is one of the things that the community as a whole hates terribly. Like, I can't think of another piece of content that the community would have as visceral a reaction for if they decided to, let's reopen this again. Like, you go and you bring back like the dungeon from the Halloween event last year. People would probably be excited because, that was something fun. You bring back, I don't know, almost any event. The Garo event, like, I think that's still slightly ongoing, but that sort of thing, like, you bring that back, if that was not gone, people would be interested because, it's slightly different than what we normally do. going through and having to do another fate grinding event with nothing else added on the old zones, just why?
Class in chat, I'm betting Yoshi lost a bet.
I really hope so. Although I'm kind of disappointed that this is what was being bet on.
I don't know.
There's so many other events that they could have brought back or they could have done stuff with. However, on that note, I am very happy that they did not decide to go back and make all of these minions available on the Mog store. Because apart from being super expensive to get all of them, that would just be really, really painful to everyone who grinded last year.
It's true. And especially the mounts. Like, I would have been kind of pissed if the mounts ended up on there, because you did grind. Like, don't get me wrong, it gives me a chance to go get my weapon and maybe some of the other weapons that I didn't get, and attempt to get the glowy mount, because I didn't get the glowy one. So if anything, it just gives me a chance to get that. I'm glad that I think I kept all my tokens from last year, so I have a little jump on it, so it's not that bad. But man, anyway, let's talk about newer, better things. Live letter 38. Let's jump in this. Patch 4.1. Can't wait. I love the title of this patch. It's called The Legend Returns. And you know, the first thing I tweeted out is that they named this after me. If you didn't know, my middle name is Legend. Boy, am I coming back for 4.1. No, not the Legend. I can't call myself the Legend, can I? I mean, I can.
Someone else is supposed to call you that, aren't they?
No, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe that name was bestowed upon me, and I go with it now. Your middle name is Legend. It is.
Actually, for whatever reason, that just sounds very, very British.
My middle names are Thomas William. Yeah, so let me return. So it'll release in early October, which is good. That's a good sign. So it means by the time you get back, we'll have Destiny and 4.1 content. It's good for us. So
a good October.
It is, and the patch title is a hint of what happens to Doma and Alamigo after the conclusion of Stormblood. So it makes you think what the legend.
That mean return.
Well,
because really, out of the whole like Doma and Stormblood thing, like we were really the people that did the stuff. Everyone else kind of like sat around and were like, "Oh, hey, we should do things."
Something. I mean, someone's the legend. Someone's returning.
Chili's got us Tataru.
Tataru return.
Tataru's gonna make a new dress for everyone.
And her little geisha dress, and little robes. Little updo. Little cute as a fucking button.
No, wait. It's the Legend Returns. You know who's coming back?
Hildebrand?
No, it's gonna be Minfilia.
Oh, not her.
Could you imagine, like, they do the entire patch and Minfilia just comes back, everyone's like, nope, fuck it.
No. Oh, God. Please, no. She's not the legend. She's
legendary.
No, she's legendarily terrible.
Never said if it was good or bad.
The legend needs to go back. Put her back. Let her stay wherever the hell she is. The Void? I don't know where she's fucked. She's out. Crystal Land? Put her there. Tap her to the crystal. Anyway, new main scenario quest continuing after 4.0 scenario. A side quest will be at a new chapter for the Hildebrand storyline. Of course, like we didn't see that coming. It's going to be a bit different this time. More like a preview episode.
You gotta figure out where he landed.
Listen. Please make it funny. Please make it cool. Please don't short-sight us on Hildebrand. Listen, 2.0 Hildebrand, beautiful. 3.0 Hildebrand, it was good. It was aight. There were some golden moments.
They did say this is more like a preview episode though, so like it's not necessarily going to be a full Hildebrand quest. This is probably just something to tide people over until they get a more major storyline going.
Listen, I'm okay if they do Hildebrand every other one. Is like if they do a preview and then we do like and it's larger chunks. If it's just like, hey, we'll put more time into it. But just don't do that. Just make it funny. But make the writing on point. That's all I want. Make the writing on point. Beast Tribe quest involving the Kojin will be added finally. So we're starting to get our Beast Tribe quest. New level 70 dungeon, the Drowned City of Scala. So by the way, that's our Eorzean. Oh, we'll get to our Eorzean ska band, by the way. That's happening. And it'll be only one of the new dungeons will be added, the odd number patches, so this team can refocus on research on various other tasks. So this is our only dungeon we're getting. An extreme the extreme difficulty version of the Royal Menagerie will be added as a trial. I'm okay with that.
UX.
Yep, I'll be okay with that. By the way, there's gonna be battle wings, so just give you a heads up. A new PvP mode. Can't wait for this. Somebody's listening to our show. Just saying. A new PvP mode will be added called Rival Wings. It's a training exercise between two teams of 24. The Ravens versus the Falcons. Johnny Falcon is happening. Listen, I'm not saying Yoshida listens to Maelstrom Radio. I'm saying someone on the dev team listens to Maelstrom Radio, and they're like, boy, I love Johnny Falcon. I'm going to do these guys a favor and put a Falcon somewhere in this damn game. Because really, the ninja thing's a hawk. It's not really Johnny Falcon, but this is a fucking Falcon. So Johnny Falcon it up.
Is this like a mecha battle? Are you going all Gundam on this?
Fucking Gundam Evangelion. It's fucking full bore in this.
So the only thing that would make this like the best PvP match is if you can go Voltron too.
Dude, it's Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Well, yeah, but you need to be able to combine all in the end and make this massive robot that you can just go and like destroy the entire team.
It's like lift the sword and go swing.
Yeah.
Can I summon the Dragon Zord? Can I summon the Dragon Zord though? Can I be out there with a flute dagger, and play a little boop, 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 and then also my Dragon Zord comes stomping through?
Maybe.
Please let me do that.
You'll play a little thing, your little Falcon mount will come in.
Yeah, it'll pick me up and we'll fly into the air and we'll fucking dive bomb people.
No, the new Falcon mount. The one that just got released recently.
Oh yeah, I forgot, guys. We didn't talk about it. We gotta talk about it.
No, you didn't.
We need to. We'll talk about it a little bit. Boy, can't wait to talk about that. Whew. All right. So Alliance Raids Crystal Tower will be added to the duty roulette.
I'm excited.
I know, but hey, look, Alliance Raids are going to be added to the duty roulette, and Alliance size restrictions will be removed.
I'm very much looking forward to this.
This is actually really exciting. Labyrinth and the Labyrinth of the Ancients has been changed so that it can be challenged with 1 tank, 2 healers, and 5 DPS. That's actually a really great change. That is a quality of life that we could all fucking use.
I absolutely love the old raids. I love running them. I hate the queue time. So at least people will be complaining about running all these old raids in the roulette. Well, but at least we're going to be able to run them again, and it should be pretty fun.
Not if they give us the tomes we need. I won't give a shit what I'm running. As long as I'm getting tomes,
people complain about whatever. If you get into, like, do you not remember the expert dungeons back in Heaven's Word when people would always get the exact same one and then they'd complain? Or they would get into an Alliance raid and they'd be like, everyone here is terrible, you should all quit. Like, you queued for the Alliance raid.
I mean, that's why we developed Danger Bongos.
Danger Bongos are the best.
Yeah. If you can't, listen, when we play Danger, if someone in our group is playing Danger Bongos, you better be running out of shit. We will bongo harder. The Lost Canals of Uznair. Yeah, will be updated with new maps to lead deeper, submerged chambers of the canals. These chambers will offer more chances for even more loot, and players will find rare enemies and opportunities to increase treasure coffer rewards. We get to go deeper in the treasure dungeon.
I like this idea.
It's a great idea.
Like, even though it's pretty random, and like you have to make it down to the 7th floor, and you have to be able to just kill everything, which we haven't done yet. Yeah. Extending this and making it a little bit more interesting is always a good idea. I think they they know that they have a good thing with these maps and with the treasure dungeons, and
double down.
Exactly, like they're adding more things to it and more chances for loot, rare enemies, increased treasure coffer rewards. They could add puzzles to these. They could add maybe slightly less RNG mechanics to navigate the area. So there's lots of things they could do with this that would be kind of cool, and they're showing that they're investing time into improving it, which is always neat.
Yes. And by the way, if this is because they took away a dungeon so they can invest more time into this kind of stuff, approval rating goes up a little bit. Just saying. Adventure Squadron. Oh shit! I can't wait for this one. Adventure Squadrons will be updated. That dungeon exploration will be possible. They'll have their own limit break too. Their level caps will increase and will be possible to unlock glamour at level 50.
I think we kind of need to do this just so that we can have a full squad that's glamored.
Fucking, you mean like
you could have your own like posing rangers squad.
The glamour group, or I don't even know what to call them.
We can finally make the Aqua Gleam Hunter Force.
Oh my god, we could fucking make the Aqua Gleam Hunter Force. I've never been so happy. Thought Squad.
And then we can go and run like Zastasha.
Can't call it Thought Squad, can we? No?
No.
What about Sassy Squad?
I'm okay with that.
Sexy Squadron?
Sassquad.
Sassquad. Hashtag Sassquad. Please, somebody hashtag Sassquad. Maelstrom rated, please somebody draw a Sassquad for us. Whatever that looks like, please make it happen.
I'm kind of curious what their limit break will be. They have their own limit break. I'm curious what it will be.
All right, ready? Sassquad is a Sasquatch, right? Ready for this? All right, Sassquad. All right, listen, but aesthetic, full aesthetic. Nails on point, all right? Chrome fingernails, lipstick, hot thought dress. Listen, heels, pumps, working it, Sassquad. 2 snaps. Sassquad.
Is this like the Charlie's Angels thing and
kind of
Hunter Force of the Angels?
Yes,
except Sassquad's Charlie.
Sassquad is just it's a mythical beast. Sometimes we do stupid shit on this shit. Sometimes we say stupid shit and it just turns into more stupid shit. Welcome to Maelstrom Radio, episode 51, where nothing changed.
Sassquad.
Sassquad. That may be the fucking show title now. Sassquad. Put that down somewhere in the notes. I remember Sassquad. We're remembering this later. All right. Patch 4.1 plots in Shurigane will become available for housing. Listen, we are terribly close to that money.
We're poor.
No, we are terribly close to that money. 37 mil.
Oh, so you're saying I should go and log in and drop my 10 mil in the bank?
Maybe. Wouldn't hurt.
Actually, we should probably also sell the house because I'm going to be gone for a month and that'll probably auto.
Oh shit, yeah. Listen, if you're on Famfrit and you want a small house, let us know. We'll cut you down. Where was I? I was there. Let's see. A relocation service, blah, blah, blah. We already knew about the relocation service. A new custom delivery client will be available for crafters and gatherers in 4.1. The weekly delivery set will be moved to Tuesdays, which makes sense because why?
Thank you.
Yep, that just makes sense. Beast Tribe currency will be moved to the currency tab as well as venture scripts. That also fucking makes sense.
Thank you so much. I have so many wasted slots just for Beast Tribe currencies.
Oh my god. Thank you for the extra bag space that we are continually getting. Listen, as a man who needs his bag space, as a man who pays for his own,
bags.
Well, I was talking about my sassy group of ladies that I pay for, that are not hookers. They're just my retainers.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You pay them in exchange for goods and services.
Uh-huh. Continue. They're all beautiful. They are all beautiful. I made them look.
I've never seen her, so I don't know.
Listen, few of them have cotton candy hair. I may have a problem.
You're into.
Listen, I have one of every race, and they all look great. Listen, let me tell you something. I am fantastic at making female characters. If I wanted a sex change, I would fucking pick up every dude in this game. Let me tell you, I am boss at it. Me and Donkatron would fucking sweep up the males. The men.
So. I'm not saying that people should request this as an extra life reward. But people should request this as an extra life reward. If we raise money, that Flatus is gonna get a sex change.
Yeah, I'll sex change to a sexy dragon girl. We have to set that goal pretty well, though. Listen,
Yep.
you need.
If you want to see that happen, please request it, because I won't add it in unless someone requests it.
Miss Vader needs pics of these girls. Miss Vader, if you're on Twitter, hit me up. Just DM me, and I'll send you pics of sexy ladies. I mean, you sent a picture of.
Well then.
What? Listen, I've said far worse things out of context on the show, all right? Well, you sent pictures of Thunt Gunderbuns. I'm not even sure who you sent that to, but somebody wanted to see Gunt Thunderbuns. Was it Miss Vader?
No, it wasn't, actually.
Oh, God. I'm just saying there's a picture.
She's not familiar with Gun Thunderbuns yet.
She just said, "You got it," winky face. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. It's probably the beard. Everybody loves the beard, and they're just like, he gets what he wants. It's not true. Take that back. That's terrible. Anyway, a perform action. Listen, Shin, I'm excited about this.
This is the best change in the entire patch note. Like, we could drop every other thing and just put this in, and it would be the best patch ever.
So we're going to start our listen, I've been talking about an Eorzean and ska band for fucking months now, but here it is. A perform action will be added to the bard to allow you to play an instrument. Individual notes can be assigned to hotbars, and new instruments will slowly be added over future patches. You can start performing when your bard is level 30. They wanted to add this as a fun thing the community can do together. Let me tell you how fast I'm going to learn some badass music.
I am going to hotbar macro so many fun songs.
Oh, dude. Yeah, of course. You're going to fucking macro through the fire and the flame?
No, I'm not going to be that crazy.
Now, the question is, can we sync with other bards? That's my question. Like, if we could group sync with bards, that'd be great. Like, I don't know if maybe it's not going to be right out the gate, but that'd be a suggestion I would make to the dev team. Like, hey, can we sync up, like, different instruments? Like, if somebody's playing a lute and somebody's playing a flute and other various instruments that we all can just sync up and then play the same song together, that would be kind of dope. Man, what am I listening to?
They also mentioned, like, individual notes can be assigned to hotbars and new instruments will be added, but they never mentioned anything about, like, rests or various timed notes. And I know that's a pretty important thing when you're making music. If all of your notes are the same length and all of your notes are, like, there's no way to rest. I guess you can use the wait command, but you really only have increments of seconds there. So there's not something like you can do a whole bunch of eighth notes in rapid succession or otherwise. Like, if it's fairly limited, it's not going to be as well received as a system that might be a little bit more implemented. And that's my thought, is that the first implementation of this is going to be a very
limited,
very limited, monotonous scale that they give.
A good example of what it is to do this well, look at Lord of the Rings Online, where they had instrument playing and you could sync up and you could actually script in, like, actually full songs. Like, if you go to YouTube, you can look up Lord of the Rings Online, like Toxicity and like Through the Fire and the Flames. Like, people did really great versions of scripted bards playing music in that game, which was pretty great. And you could sync up like full bands. So that's a good example of how that is done well. So we don't know what this is entirely yet until we get our hands on it, and we'll see what it does. But another big change and a great one is cross-world functionality will come to alliance raids, custom PvP matches, friend registration, and /tell. Now I can send Chili tells from Fanfrit
and friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if they mentioned if the friends list can get any higher. So unfortunately, Chili, if they don't increase that, you're screwed.
Yeah, Chili, you're gonna have to kick people off and make room for me. I'm sorry. I
am looking forward to this, and I don't think they mentioned that they're doing link shells yet, but cross-server link shells hopefully will be an extension of this at some point, and then we can have some really interesting link shells with various people from across the realm as opposed to just on our server.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the ska band's called Scala. After the dungeon. No.
It makes the theme song for the Aquagleam Hunter Force.
Yeah. The Aquagleam Aquabats. Anyway, that's a real band. That's a new high-level content above extreme tier difficulty will be introduced called Ultimate. The first challenge.
Missed opportunity to call it Ultima.
I know. It will be called Ultima. The first challenge will be the unending coil of Bahamut. They should have me intro these things. Get the unending coil of Bahamut. I would play that. It will be reward 1 token to redeem a weapon that is the same eye level as Omega Delta Escape 4.0 Savage. However, it will have a design that will really stand out. There's no weekly limit on this challenge, so you can try as much as you want, try as much as you want. So that's not bad. I mean, you get a chance as a weapon, and it's gonna be tough. And it's Bahamut. Everybody loves Bahamut.
It's more than Bahamut, though.
It is a lot of things. Nail, Bahamut, and what's the other one? It's not Twintania.
No,
is it?
No, I don't think it's Twintania, but because that would just be hell.
I'm looking it up. I'm sure.
Oh
no, it is Twintania.
Yeah. All right, so that is officially hell.
Look at me knowing things. Yeah, but the question is,
see if they mix all the mechanics together just for fun.
Yeah, but the question is how are the mechanics? Like, is it 1 fight or is it 3 fights into one? Like, that's seems like
I think all 3 are at once. Yeah, it is hell.
Hold on, wait. All 3 are at once? Like that seems like a clusterfuck of a fight.
Ultimate.
That doesn't...
I mean, yeah, I would love to see dive bombs from Twintania while Nail is throwing meteors down.
I mean, if they took aspects of each fight, sure.
Or all 3 at once. Twintania doing the oh no, sorry, Nail. Wait, yeah, no.
It's a threesome and you're invited. No, it's a threesome and we're invited to bend over and just take it.
It'd be Nails the hot and cold mechanic.
Yeah, yep.
Do that while Twintania's dive bombing.
The dive bomb's not so terrible. What
it is if everyone has to stack and in and out repeatedly?
That would be fucking terrible. That would be fucking terrible. Actually, you know, it would be really bad is the fucking meteors too.
I think that basically this fight, I'm hoping the way that they designed it was basically, let's take the 3 fights that everyone hates and let's combine them and figure out the best combinations to screw with everyone. That's how I'd design it.
Listen, and also if that weapon is fucking sexy, like amazing looking, I'll cry every week. I'll just keep crying until I can do as much as I want. So I'll just be there in a fetal position, be like, I just can't do it, Daddy. I just can't do it anymore. Please help me.
Wasn't that when we were fighting Nail?
Show us on the doll where Nail touched you. Everywhere. Just there's liquid all over the... Anyway, another live letter at the end of this month with more detailed upcoming job changes, a simplified HUD, and more. I like the simplified HUD. I would love a simplified HUD. I think there's a lot of busyness on my HUD, so...
I like minimalistic HUDs.
Yep. New gear was shown off based on the community design contest. All roles will be able to have a version of the outfit like the Lost Alec gear. We also see new feast reward gear. The fucking feast gear looks amazing. Like but unfortunately I play tank, so it's taking me forever to get up there, which is sad. I may wait till further in the feast, and then when people are stopped playing and like they're losing rank, I'll just bust my ass up there and be like pow, 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 just boop, 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 when everybody else is bad, and I'm just gonna go up there and be good about it. And let's see. And then we talked about the Ida Black Bosom stuff. So that's pretty much the live letter. Now I didn't throw it in here, but they did show off a little bit of what's going to be Ivalice, and essentially what we found out that Ivalice is going to be Ramza. So it is going to be tactics and the War of the Lions. It is not going to be a Final Fantasy 12 based Ivalice. It is definitely going to be a tactics based Ivalice. I am deeply excited because, and if you didn't know, Final Fantasy series is one of my favorites. But tactics was some of my favorite because I love strategy games, and love that game. So I'm super excited. We got to see a little bit of art from the creator of Garo. He is doing the boss designs. He did show off one of the bosses, I believe. It was like a weird seahorse man monster. He has a thing with horses. I'm not too sure what's going on. And so I don't know. I'm excited for Ivalice. I really am. Like I said, I love the Alliance raids. I think they're I know they're not really considered like what the community would consider like hardcore raiding, but I do like the aesthetic and the open world and us traveling through a place. And the artwork is, if the artwork is any sign of what Ivalice is going to bring, I'll be way more into Ivalice than I will be into the Deltascape. So not to say that the Deltascape is bad, it's just aesthetically it's not pleasing to me as a person.
All of the 24-person raids have been pretty amazing aesthetically. Like, I absolutely love the Crystal Tower series and what they did with it. Again, with the Mock series, they had a really good theme, and I really enjoyed those places, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they bring with Ivalice as well.
Same. Mock was great. The Lost City, I mean, come on.
So we also didn't mention, it's not in here, but I believe they mentioned that the glamour quests are getting reduced for level. You get them around level 13 now.
Yeah, that's right. So you can start glamour. Listen, glamour is so end game, they're giving it to you early.
The end game is getting reduced.
Yeah, now you can start glamoring at 13. I guess that makes sense.
It also looks like sometime shortly after, well, apart from Ivalice is getting released partway through, 2 weeks, sorry, not Ivalice, the Ultimate Coil, the Unending Coil of Bahamut is getting released a couple weeks after 4.1 drops. It looks like the PvP match is also getting released after 4.1. It's not actually in 4.1. It looks here like it's in 4.15, which also is rumored when Eureka is supposed to be dropping.
Yeah, so we'll actually, hopefully we'll get more. Well, we'll see the other live letter at the end of this month. Hopefully we'll get more information on Eureka, which is really my selling point for this expansion, is Eureka, that big open area with the levelings and all the weapons and all the good stuff. That's what I want. So, plus I want to get a jump on my weapon this year, this expansion, and get started on it. Because Shin and I, like, we've been way too busy to even start, like, raiding the Deltascape. Although I know it's totally possible, like, to pug, because groups are pugging it. So it's not an impossible task. So, I mean, if Shin really and I really wanted to get in there and pug it, we could absolutely do that and do the Savage. I don't think it's going to be that difficult. But if you want to help us, let us know one day. Maybe we'll be bored one day and just run through there. If you want to carry a Dark Knight and a White Mage.
Maybe I'll go back to Bard now. I can perform throughout.
Yeah, you could sit there in the back.
I'm just gonna sit there and play songs.
Yeah, you can play taps in the background. Bah, bah, bah. As we all die. We need a 9-group party where we just have one person in the background playing tunes. Like Eye of the Tiger and shit. I'd be down for that. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about the mount that everybody should be getting in their mail today.
Falcon mount.
The vibrator's released. So they released the vibrator. Chili posted pictures of it. It is vibrator and glorious as it could be. They did not change the design. It is phallic and D-battery-esque. As I mean, what do you want me to say? It is a vibrator. It's so much a vibrator that a certain Musecast host said, "Hey, I got my vibrator mount in the mail today." So I want to point out 2 things. One, we've started something that is clearly spreading across the Eorzean community. Is that when Flatus says something looks like a vibrator, it even fucking don't tell me it vibrates. Chili, don't tell me that.
I don't know. Chili posted a picture of his Lalafell riding it, and I'm sorry, it's wearing that pig costume, and that just looks really creepy.
Oink oink, bitch.
It's a tiny pig riding a vibrator.
Like, oh fuck, Chili says it does vibrate. Listen, dude, I'm just saying, like, Maelstrom Radio has done some amazing things for this community. We've brought them Toad Rogues, we've brought them Johnny Falcon, we brought the Great King Mooglespud, but maybe the vibrator mount may be one of our greatest. Like, it's spreading across. Like, we just want to point out that, you know, hashtag vibrator mount started here with Maelstrom Radio.
I wonder if the mount didn't vibrate before, and then someone heard that, suggested it to the dev team, and that's how it came out.
It's like,
even better if this mount vibrated.
Hey, these fucks want this thing to vibrate. Let's give it to them. You're welcome, Eorzean. Yeah, you're welcome. We did that for you. Maelstrom Radio, making things vibrate for you. No, think about it. Like every time something vibrates for them, they'll think about us. No? Not good? You don't want them to think about us when something vibrates near them? I mean, come on. We're dashing. We're both handsome men. We're both comedians in some sort of aspect. I'm not sure
what that would like. That like I don't know how that would make that mental link to things.
Depends what vibrated. Could be their phone. They may be like, hey, Maelstrom Radio. No, I don't know what's going on. Name it the Sibian. I didn't say that. El Chorzan said that. He's blind, so he gets one. Gets one every show. No? Can't. I'm sorry. I tried Chorzan. Tried. Chili says, so you don't like my outfit with my vibrator. Or in my vibrator. I'm sorry. Listen. You got to think about ins. Like, you don't often say in my vibrator. Like, it's usually the other way around.
You really have to keep thinking about ins when you're talking about vibrators.
It's usually. Usually. Or outs.
Wait, what time is that?
Well, you know what's funny? Vibrators also go forward and back and forward and back. Then what's the... Welcome to Maelstrom Radio, episode 51, guys. You think we're going to change after episode 50 episodes? You're damn wrong. But...
please look forward to it.
Yeah, alright. So, Shin, did you have any closing thoughts on any of this bullshit?
Looking forward to perform. Looking forward to Ivelisse.
Wait, perform with what? The instruments or the vibrator?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, there you go. Hashtag Vibrator Mountain. Hashtag Maelstrom Radio. Hashtag Sassquad. Why not both? Yeah. So, my thoughts are like, these are great changes. We'll get more changes at the end of the month. Yeah, MR Vibrator. Mr. Vibrator. I'm not saying we... Listen, we don't... I'm not saying we brand name...
No merch.
No?
No
All right,
merch.
Listen, ladies in chat, men too, if you would like a Maelstrom Radio vibrator, just put it in chat. Just say we'd want that, and we'll see if we make that happen. Does it come with a beard? Oh, it can. You know it. I love how you... Listen, you are two very different people, you asshole. You can't play that. Anyway, all right. So I did have some closing thoughts. A thing. So this is all great. We'll find out more at the end of the month. I am excited. I think that Final Fantasy is pulling some stuff from out of old school MMOs like Lord of the Rings Online, EverQuest, and really digging into that stuff. Like Yoshi said, he's looking at all the MMO sphere to really produce a better game, and that's a good idea because there was a lot of stuff older MMOs did that still would hold up today. Performing with the bards is one of them. I think that's a great community RP. You know who's going to benefit if this thing if like Perform really holds out well? You know who's really going to benefit? Like I'm thinking of like roleplay groups. I have them on my Discord look right now as I scroll down, and A Stage Reborn. They will benefit from that as well. Yeah, I mean if you think about if you can macro like an instruments and like it actually could sync it up and you can actually have an orchestra to your plays, that'd be fantastic.
They can do musicals now.
Oh my god, yeah. Imagine the Sound of Music. That'd be so great. I'd watch that.
Are alive with the sound of chocobos.
Something like that. Doe, a deer, a female deer, quay, a long way to run.
There's a joke in there about La Fells, but
Lala Fells. A Lala Fell. I don't know. Anyway, so before we leave, I did want to talk to you, the people here in chat, you, the people listening later. I realized something this past week. I don't listen, I try not to get it super personal on the show a lot, but I did. Yeah, I know. But hey, listen, it's not my fault. Like, a lot of shit happened within the last month that is out of my control. But
I meant more talking about like the bearded vibrators.
Oh, that kind of personal? No, that's always game. Your beard. Wait, let's see. You can use the beard as a tickler. My beard is a tickler. There you go. My beard is the tickler. That's a name. I don't know. I should stop reading chat. Anyway, let me get back to. Oh God. All right. So I wanted to talk to you, and this is like coming from me, not so much like Flatus the entertainer, but Peter the guy behind the entertainer. Not saying that they're two different very people, but there is like a little bit of crowbar separation of my entertainment person and the person I am outside the show. If you talk to me outside the show, you'll get to know that. Shin knows that very well. Like, I am who I am on the show and who I am like business and taking care of stuff and joking is still something I do, but I am very serious, and I do I'm not so much of a I don't know, improv comic off the show. But I want to reach out and thank a lot of people. I don't want to mention names because I think a lot of those conversations were private for good reasons. But I want to thank everybody I've talked to in the past week. I do want to thank Shin personally, live on the show, even though I've thanked him enough this past week. He's helped me a great deal in the last week. Like I said, it was nothing bad. It was nothing, but I've done something, and I tweeted this out. I did something over the last few years that I didn't think I was doing. Like, I maybe mentally I was doing it for a purpose, but I ended up surrounding myself with tons of people who support me in the risks and everything that I want to take. Let it be something as silly as a Final Fantasy XIV podcast that is possibly, and I don't know where this will go, but like I said, we're talking to something that we'll find out more about. But it's people like Shin who like stuck by me and believed in me and believed in what I do and what this is, that make this happen. And I didn't really talk about this much on the 50th episode, but it is something I do want to talk about here, that I am surrounding myself with a lot of these people, and there's people in chat that I've talked to, that supported me, and I've told them what my plans are for the future if that happens. That is something, is such a big if, and such a big leap for me if this thing happens. That's why I'm asking for these good vibes, because if I did talk to you about it, it's going down. It is a big change for me if this does happen. But something that I've always dreamed about doing, something I believe I'd be really good at, something I am kind of good at already. Shin knows me from back from the EverQuest Next days and what I did for that show and the community. Yes, you do.
No, that's too soon.
To what, really? EverQuest. Come on, I'm not saying that about the game, but like actually the community I set up and the groups and the show I did. And if you knew me from back then, how I interacted with the communities was a big deal, and how I interacted with people was a big deal to me, because I believe that as gamers, I believe we're all intelligent and we should be asking smart questions. And even though we make a lot of jokes on the show, Shin and I will always try to ask smart questions, because I believe that's what we should do here. We should question the game companies. We should question the games they make, because it betters the game, it betters the community, and I believe in all of you. So I love this community with all my heart. Like, it shocks me and it humbled me, and it's staggering how much support I get from all of you. It's weird. Like, I don't think I would have ever said that in the EverQuest Next community. Not that I didn't think I got support from them, but a lot of that was a hype train. And when they followed us for like Loot Table, which was the general gaming podcast, it was still much of the hype train. And then none of those people really followed here, and that's fine, because I don't think they followed me necessarily because they weren't into Final Fantasy. But when I started this was a from the ground. I didn't have a base to start with. Where EverQuest Next was such a big explosion of people finding us and coming with. Where here, I started with nothing, and I'm growing this community, and you're just all amazing. You are simply all amazing. And I'm grateful, eternally grateful for all the support you give me, because you allow me to do this. And I don't get paid for it. This is a passion. This is from my heart. But I want to do more of this. And so with that, I'm not ready to talk about it because I don't know what the future is going to hold. But I hope it's something good. And Shin supports it completely. He believes that I can do it. The few of you I talk to believe that I can do it. It's not some crazy pipe dream. But I think I'm ready, and it's weird to say that I want to change things up in my 30s, my early 30s. But it's crazy. So thank you all. Like, I really do. I appreciate it. I really do. You are all amazing. Whether you support us in our FC, you support us here at Maelstrom Radio, you support me in my crazy life antics. If you see me on Twitter making jokes and you laugh at them or you think I'm crazy, just know I know you support us, and I thank you all. You're an amazing community, because without you, we're nothing. We are literally nothing. But you let us come here every week and do this, and when we're not here for a week, it does bum us out completely. Even when we're trying to figure out how to fit a show in and we know we can't. And you, even then, like when we were supposed to be here yesterday, you even said, no, it's cool. If you guys are spending time with family, go do that. So I want to thank you all. So coming up on the horizon, we know Shin's going to be out soonish for Japan, and he's going tripping, and he's leaving and doing all that cool stuff. So I will ask some of you who are in the community to be a guest host here with me. Some of you have already been asked, like previously. We'll get with you. So thank you, Miss Vader. We're rooting for you, Flatus. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will get, I know Fusion said yes, which I have to go with Fusion, but I know Chili, I've asked Chili. I think I've also asked Klaus. I may get Klaus and Chili on one episode just together, just making a 3-person. Who knows? I mean, anyway,
nice threesome going there.
Yeah, right. Get that Falcon now. Anyway, yet again, thank you all. Like, honestly, thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. All of you out there that listen to us, support us, tweet us out, share us, let us do hashtag Sassquad. Like, that stuff is so stupid, but you support it either way. I may not be the most popular show. We may not be the ones that are going to be getting money. We're not Lemon Break Radio. We're not Phoenix Down Radio. We're not Mog Talk. We're not any of those guys. We're just two jerks with microphones who like MMOs and want to feel like we can make some jokes and discuss it in a smart fashion with you guys. And every week you show up and just make this possible. Thank you for letting us ask those smart questions. Like, thank you for letting us take chances and say, hey, we can do, can we improve Final Fantasy 14? Hey, and Chili, yes, Chili, I do appreciate the monies you give us. That does go, by the way, I didn't say it, but if you have Twitch Prime and you want to help us out, that's free for you to sub to us, and that helps us out, and that goes towards stuff like our new art that is happening and future things, like, I don't know, redoing a website eventually. all those things we probably need to be doing. So yeah, one day. It's one day. But I do appreciate it all. Thank you all so much. I have nothing left really for this episode. You have anything, Shin?
Nothing left. Nope.
All right. Well. All right. Well, got that off my chest. Thank you again. I will trust me. I will be internally grateful always. I can do show promotion if you want, because I know you have it highlighted. By the way, you can catch us here weekly at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Next week will be episode 52. Maybe we'll discuss that. Thanks, Lee. So we'll discuss doing that special episode. If it doesn't happen before Shin goes, it'll be at least planned, and we'll do it when he gets back. That is definitely going to be a beast of a different whole other thing. That is going to be a whole other thing. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. Maelstromradio.com is our website. You can write us in at show@maelstromradio.com. You can find our Discord link on our Twitter page. You can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/maelstrom_radio. So you can get the Discord link there if you want to come talk to us in that chat. You can find us on facebook.com/maelstromradio. You can find us on, just put Maelstrom Radio on YouTube and give us a follow there. Once we get 100, we'll get a URL because YouTube's got weird rules. Apparently you need 100 of something to make it cool, and they don't like that otherwise. So, all right, Shin, I'm gonna go ahead and mute you and say outros and do all things like that. Wait, not yet. Over here, and where these? All right, and yeah, did it. Thank you again for joining us for episode 51. We are eternally grateful, and episode 52 is coming. Live from the Drowning Wench is coming. If you have the Falcon mount, you may be coming. I'm sorry. Shin's face palming, I apologize. Well, on that note, till sea swallows all. Thank you all, and keep listening.
Maelstrom Radio is a production of MaelstromRadio.com, Blackfire Media Productions. Final Fantasy XIV and Eorzea are trademarks of Square Enix. Opening theme provided by Benjamin Anthony James. You can find more of their music over at soundcloud.com/Ben773. Our outro is provided by Sodo. You can find more of their music over at soundcloud.com/Sodo. Views and opinions expressed on this episode are those of Maelstrom Radio and their hosts, and do not reflect the views and opinions of Square Enix. And until sea swallows all, keep listening.